Hey everyone, it's Rob with Passport to the Parks, and today is Thursday. It's February the 27th, the day after my birthday. If you joined me yesterday for my live stream, it was my birthday, and I had a really great time at Disney World. It was raining all last night, and it was cold, but we still made the best of it over at the Disney's Polynesian Resort, which is absolutely gorgeous over there. Got to watch the Happily Ever After fireworks from across the Seven Seas Lagoon, which is amazing. And of course, we had some Ohana bread pudding in honor of my birthday yesterday, so that was really great time. If you were there, thank you for being there. I really appreciated all the happy birthdays and the super chats and all the really great kindness that you guys always show. But today we're just gonna have some fun. We're gonna go around Hollywood Studios. I haven't been here in a little while. I haven't been here for the Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway marquee that's out on the Chinese Theater right now. That actually opens next week on March 4th. So we're really looking forward to that. But we're going to check out the marquee. We'll go through Galaxy's Edge, Toy Story Land. Just kind of walk around. It's a chillier day today. It's like right around 60 degrees, I think, but it's really gorgeous blue skies and the sun is out. It's a little bit of a breeze, so it gets a little chilly. Hands get a little crisp every now and then, but once we start walking around, it'll start warming up and all that great stuff. Got a lot of people coming on, so let me turn the camera around. I'm on my trusty Disney garbage can here. That's where I always usually start with my camera, so please help keep our city clean. Obviously at Hollywood Studios, we want to keep these city streets clean here, but I'm right up front at the crossroads. Came through the entrance, no problem. Parked towards the rear of the parking lot. I'm in, I think, 411 out there in, I think it's Buzz. So sort of busy today, but not overwhelming at all. You can tell not too many people coming in right now. Most of the people always show up here now at like 6 o'clock in the morning to get in a boarding group for the Rise of the Resistance. I actually tried as soon as I got here, you know, if they do like single, you know, boarding groups or anything like that, try, and it won't let you. So you really got to be here like first thing in the morning to do it. And it's really a crazy thing when you do it. So got a bunch of people coming on here. Two Real Geeks, thank you for being here. Always great to have you. I love when you go live from the parks. Appreciate that. Julio says, can you recommend a restaurant for a big milestone birthday at Disney World? What are your top 5 restaurants? Ohana, absolutely. Ohana and Boma, I think, are my top 2 restaurants that I personally love. I was at Ohana yesterday. Well, I had the Ohana bread pudding. But Ohana and Boma would be the 2 that I would definitely recommend. Kevin, Teresa, awesome to have you here. Foxfire Pony, AKP, see what you can see for the new restaurant in Toy Story Land. We'll check to see what we can see. Obviously, I don't know construction-wise what we can see from, you know, the pathway in there. I haven't been over there yet. So, Lori, welcome. Chad C, welcome. Disney Nerd Herders. David Freemeyer, thank you for being here. How does it feel to be 39? It feels awesome. I don't think I'm ever going to be past 39. Jared, good morning. Happy belated birthday. Thank you so very much. Bethany Bullock, welcome. BMAC MT, hey, what's up? Pete C75, Johan, John, great to have you here, my friend. Only 34 or 35 mile an hour winds where you're at. I am so sorry to hear that. It's actually chilly here today, so you're not missing too much, but you know, it is Disney World, and I'd rather have chilly in Disney World than anywhere else. Mickey and Minnie is not open yet, resort budgeting. It opens on March the 4th. We're going to check out the marquee here in a second. Lisa Warden, welcome. Always great to have you here. Robert Gavin and My Disney Park Memories. I think, hopefully I got everybody. If I did not mention you, I always love having you here, and I'm sure I'll see you sooner or later on the stream here. The Welsin family. Hey, it's Anthony. Who else do I got here? Eric, hello. Thank you for being here. Okay, so we're going to head up towards the Chinese Theater. Now, they've taken the Star Wars Galactic show down the stage, which personally I never really liked that stage being there. I do miss the sorcerers, the Mickey sorcerer hat. I know a lot of people didn't like it. It did block the Chinese Theater. But I thought the stage was even worse to have that Star Wars show. I mean, it was a cool show, but that stage just blocking the Chinese Theater was pretty much of an eyesore. So now you just have this beautiful shot walking straight down Hollywood Boulevard towards the Chinese Theater, and you see that brand new marquee for Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Now, all the cast member reviews that I've heard so far has been that this ride is really entertaining. It's really a lot of fun. It's always prefaced with You know, we all missed the Great Movie Ride, which I think we would all agree. We're all pretty bummed about the Great Movie Ride being gone. But, you know, moving forward, I think this is going to be a pretty entertaining ride. Trackless train system. It's supposed to be pretty wild. And it's just going to be fun having Mickey and Minnie finally have their own ride. You know, personally, I thought it should have gone into the Magic Kingdom somewhere. I think it just belongs over there, Mickey and Minnie Mouse. But we'll take them here at Hollywood Studios. Anytime we can get some Mickey and Minnie, that is great in my book. So I'm trying to avoid people's backs here, but try to get some wide open space so we can actually see the marquee. That actually looks really, really cool. It's been so long since this space has just been wide open. And literally, you can see it as soon as you walk in the park.
$4,000.
This beautiful marquee. Looks like it's all done in neon. It's going to light up really pretty at night. But I'm mostly happy that they did not change the Chinese theater in any way. The whole front facade is still the same. They didn't, you know, make it all wacky with, you know, Mickey and Minnie stuff. It's just a very simple, beautiful marquee on the front. Looks like it's going to light up really, really pretty. Let's see what everybody's thinking about this. Happy Lux, welcome. Let's see, Walt's and family cannot wait to come on September 15th through the 22nd. That's going to be a beautiful time to come. I always love it during the fall. Eric, hello, DNH Charlie. Jared Reynolds, I remember the Sorcerer's Hat seems like an earful tower was the icon for years. Yeah, that and the earful tower. Yeah, those were definitely the icons, especially through the 90s, which was, you know, my favorite time here at the Disney parks. But now, you know, we have the beautiful Chinese theater back. I mean, this is an epic, you know, facade that they have here, and it's always been blocked for many, many years. It's been blocked by something, so it's really, really cool just to finally see the beautiful Chinese theater in all its glory, and really cannot wait for that sign to light up. We'll get up a little closer here. I'm just trying to give you guys a pretty good look at it. Edward, has Disney produced their own high-definition video of the Great Movie Ride? That would be nice to have. I don't know if Disney personally has them. I'm sure they have footage of it, but there's some really beautiful, you know, ride footage out there. I think I have some ride footage out there on Passport. I'm not sure if I ever posted it or not, but I've taken all kinds of video through there. Just check on YouTube. I mean, people really do some very high-quality, beautiful videos, so. Looks like there are some lines up here. This is probably still cast member previews going on. We'll go up on the little platform here. I'm gonna get some pictures while I'm here. Wishes forever. Thank you for the happy birthday, Margot. Thank you for the happy birthday. I appreciate that.
Guys, you're single riders on that?
So what do you guys think of the marquee? I think it looks actually pretty cool. It's really got that old kind of 20s, 30s, 40s flair that you really love when you come to Hollywood Studios. Let's go get a closer look, because I see that that neon is kind of popping out, so that's going to be really cool. Really that old school feeling of back in Hollywood when everything was done up in the really pretty neon, the neon tubes and everything.
Tomorrow?
Guess we can't go past this point yet. Are they still doing the previews today, or cast member? Yeah, opens next week, right? March 4th. Have you ridden it yet? Do you love it?
Yeah.
Is it fun? Yeah. Is it crazy? Is it like?
It's definitely an interesting adventure.
Yeah. Are there any like drops or hills or anything? Nothing crazy like that? Nothing too crazy? Just a lot of fun. Try to make my way through some of the people here. So there you have it from one of the cast members who's ridden it. She said she really liked it. Just a lot of wacky fun. No big drops or craziness like that, so that's good to know. That's always a big thing for me because I'm not a drop kind of person or roller coaster kind of person. So it sounds like it's just going to be, you know, just a zany, trackless kind of spinning around and just high-paced kind of fun ride. So that'll be a lot of fun for a lot of people. I'm going to love that for sure. Just trying to grab some more pictures here. A lot of folks getting their pictures done here. Look, they got a little ticket, Chinese Theater Mickey Mouse picture perfect tickets. It's probably just all the cast members coming in for their first ride. Lucky cast members, that's always very cool. Modeling Disney, awesome to have you here, my friend. Good morning, hombre. Jared, sometimes I wonder if California Adventure was modeled off of Hollywood Studios. Very similar. You know, the original California Adventure was a lot different than what they have now. Now they've changed it to reminisce more of the Hollywood Studios, more of that 1920s through 40s kind of feel. The entrance is very similar to Hollywood Studios now over at California Adventure. So, David, welcome. Charles Harris, thank you so much for the belated birthday. I appreciate that. Gail, hey, from Long Island. Charles, it's okay that you missed me yesterday. Can always go back and watch, but I appreciate you being here now. Gerald, what's interesting, the main strip of Hollywood Studios reminds me of the images and videos I've seen of California Adventure, but I haven't been inside the park in Disneyland. Yeah, the recent models, like I've said, they've really changed it around to reflect, you know, what it is here at Hollywood Studios. It went from that cheesy pier, that Coney Island kind of feel to more of that Hollywood Studios vibe there. Now, I haven't personally been in it myself. Obviously, I'm just seeing pictures and videos and stuff, but that's kind of the feel that they've gone with. David, hey Rob, love the beautiful video, clear and bright. We have cold snow for the next few days here in PA. We're planning to come down also in September, October. That is awesome. Every time I would travel down here back in the day from Ohio, it would always be in September and October, so beautiful time to come down here. You got the Food and Wine Festival, all those great concerts at Epcot, so just a lot of fun. Two Real Geeks, welcome back. I appreciate you being here. Always, always. Diz Forever, happy belated birthday. Have fun. Wish you could ride Runaway Railway. Next week, we're going to do it. I did not get a fast pass, unfortunately, so I'm going to come and stand in line to do it. I'm sure it'll be crazy, but we'll do our best to get on there and get some ride footage. When I got to ride Rise of the Resistance, that was really a lot of fun. And that ride footage that I put up is actually doing really well. It's got like 175,000 views or something on it now. So I had a lot of fun filming that. I think just the natural reaction that I had going through it was just amazing. So I want to have that natural reaction going through Mickey and Minnie as well. It's always fun to film yourself riding a ride for the first time and just get a genuine reaction out of it. So we'll make our way around to Galaxy's Edge. Always a lot of fun going through Galaxy's Edge. I still love it. Got a lot of family coming down over the next couple months. My stepson and his family is coming down. My grandkids will be with them. So they're going to have a lot of fun here. Cammie's grandparents on both sides are coming down. My parents, Cindy's parents, they're both coming. So it's going to be a pretty adventurous next couple of months. So it'll be a lot of fun to spend time in the parks and time in the resorts with people who have not seen it in a while. Try to get on Rise of the Resistance and watch people's reactions who haven't ridden it. That's always so much fun for me to kind of live Disney through other people's eyes. I think that's one of the best experiences that you can have, is first of all living Disney through a child's eyes, especially a child who's never been here. And then secondary to that, you know, living it through adults' eyes who have never been here, or even have been here and just haven't been here in quite a while, to see all the new stuff. So other people's experiences can be pretty entertaining. This is where you meet Mickey and Minnie here. Now, I'll be curious to know if this is going to stay, or if eventually Mickey and Minnie might have their own meeting area over at the Chinese Theater. I think that would probably be kind of a mistake to do, because you're going to have so many massive crowds over there. To add Mickey and Minnie over there, I think, would just be adding fuel to the fire. So hopefully they won't do that. But, you know, it would make sense. I mean, that's kind of their ride, so you would think that's where you'd want to see Mickey and Minnie for sure. Sci-Fi Dining Theater, one of my most favorite restaurants to eat at here. In fact, let's take a look inside, see what we can see inside the theater itself.
Did you plan on that?
Now parking KC, party of 6.
Here's a little sidebar area. I forget what the name of this is. It's on the outside, but it's not really part of the sci-fi. And it's kind of difficult to get through here. I don't want to go where I'm really not supposed to. So basically behind here is the movie screen, and it's like you're sitting in an outdoor drive-in theater. So you can kind of walk down the corridor there towards the restrooms and see inside, but you know, I don't want to do it on a live stream because it's really not something we should probably do. And you know, I don't like doing stuff that we shouldn't be doing, so I thought there might be a little section where you can see inside, but they got it closed off pretty well in there. Definitely have to be something we'll come back and just get a reservation for and come back and eat and share that experience with you guys. If you've never done it though, very highly recommended. I like it better than the 50s Primetime Cafe. That's also very popular here. They got great burgers in there, great shakes and malts, chocolate malts and everything. Really kind of old school, like you're kind of back in the 50s going to a drive-in. The Baseline, that's what that's called. I always forget what the name of this is over here. So the entrance to Galaxy's Edge. Still have the Muppets over here. We'll go check out the Muppet Fountain. We've been doing a lot of adding and subtracting to the fountain over here.
These are my favorite interaction with it. Eu vou ter que assumir que
got pizza Rizzo's back here. It's okay food. I mean, it's just kind of your typical quick service. Hey, little Andy. Typical quick service pizza, meatball subs, that kind of stuff. Uh-oh, Andy wiped out. He's okay though. So Miss Piggy still looks okay over here. Still got the rats floating around in the boat. Not sure if there's any other Muppets that were actually in here. So Piggy looks pretty good. She's still shooting out her water. Muppet Vision 3D is still surviving. I love this show. I always love to watch it. And it's really easy to get into. It's usually only a 5 or 10 minute wait time, which is awesome. Johan, prime time was not what I expected. Hollywood Wine and Dine, or Hollywood and Vine was tone better. Yeah, that's actually a really good one too, the buffet over there. They got some good food, plus it's a character meet and greet. Another good recommendation. Yeah, 50s, it's not high on my list. I mean, it's okay, it's fun. You know, you got the, you know, mom and pop in there kind of telling you to eat your vegetables and stuff, but beyond that, it's just kind of, it is what it is. So I would definitely recommend the Sci-Fi over that for sure. Jeff, welcome, appreciate you being here. Pete's here. At Halloween, they should make the Casper the Friendly Ghost Bar and Tavern and call it Booze. That would be great. Is Casper part of 20th Century Fox? I wonder if Disney owns that now. See, that's the kind of thinking I like. I like, you know, what kind of properties can Disney start bringing in from 20th Century Fox? It doesn't have to be Disney all the time. I always talk about, you know, if they do the 5th park, I'd like to see a lot of the 20th or 21st Century Fox stuff coming in. So it doesn't always have to be Disney. It doesn't always have to be Pixar. You know, they have so many more properties they can work with now. Expand the horizons. They're investing all this capital into, you know, buying these properties up. So start bringing them into the parks. I think that would be awesome. And we'll see now. Bob Iger, you know, has officially announced his step down as CEO. He was pretty amazing. He did a lot of great things for Disney. So it looks like Bob Chapek, I believe, is going to be next in line now to take that over. I don't know if the official word has been given out yet that it's going to be Bob Chapek, but you know, we're going to have a regime change, so you never know. You could have a complete change in direction for Disney and what they plan to do. I'm sure they're going to stay on most of the same track. I mean, Bob Iger had this on a pretty clear path to where he wanted it to go. I love Michael Eisner too. You know, I loved all the stuff that he did through the 80s and the 90s. So we're going to wish Bob Chapek all the best, and hopefully he'll bring us some amazing years to come, some amazing new adventures. Definitely stuff like Rise of the Resistance. Just an epic, epic experience. So if you are lucky enough to get your boarding group for Rise of the Resistance, this is where you would enter. Basically, you come early in the morning, you jump on the My Disney Experience app, you have to be inside the park. You get a boarding group. You might be boarding group number 20, you might be boarding group number 95. And depending on whatever your boarding group is, you keep checking the app and it'll tell you what time that boarding group is to come back. And then you come report in here, they check you in, and then you get inside the ride. So it's a pretty cool system. You know, unfortunately, you just have to be here, right place at the right time, early to get your boarding pass, but it's totally worth it. The ride is just outstanding, such an incredible experience. Disney Nut, is good to see you too. Control Camp, for example, the beer costs like 5 times as much in California. Yeah, I'm sure California prices are definitely a little bit higher than Florida prices for whatever you're going to do. All right, everybody talking amongst yourselves here, just trying to catch up on some of the comments. Frank, welcome. Richard Scott, hello. Hope you and family are doing well. Hope you're still celebrating your birthday. Yeah, of course you're celebrating the birthday. I always have to go a couple extra days. In fact, my wife and my daughter are going to attempt to make me a good dinner this Sunday. So looking forward to that. They are not considered the greatest of cooks or chefs by any means, but they are going to put all of their love into cooking me a nice birthday dinner on Sunday. So definitely looking forward to that. Looking forward to whatever Cammie can contribute to that. You can hear all the chitter chatter here, the radio chatter. The Wilson family, hope you get to experience it too. It's being worked on when you're here last. It is definitely worth the experience to come through. I am entertained every single time I walk through here. And, you know, walking up and seeing the Millennium Falcon never gets old. It's like walking in and seeing Cinderella Castle. It just never, the experience never changes. It always engulfs you. It always makes you feel those emotions that you want to feel. So very, very awesome. You still got the X-Wing looking amazing here. Jared, raw observations is always good. I value those greatly. We try to give it to you here for real. You know, I walk around and just try to give my experiences and let you know what works for me, what doesn't work for me. And again, that's just a personal thing. You may love something that, you know, me and my family don't really appreciate that much. And that's the great thing about Disney is there's so many different choices, so many different options, that there is something here for everyone, no matter what your tastes are. You are definitely going to find stuff here that you are going to love and that you might hate as well, but you know, you always take the good with the bad. Disney has plenty to offer. You know, one of the other great things when you walk through, especially this area here, you can hear the hum of the generators, like, you know, maybe lighting these lights. I got the little board going through. But you know, just keep your ears open and your sights open for all the little nuances that really kind of make this feel like Star Wars.
I can't believe it.
Hear all kinds of crazy stuff happening in the woods, all kinds of droid sounds. Walk through the marketplace a little bit here. Hey Ange, awesome seeing you back on from yesterday. Loving this video today. Beautiful day. The pavilion open area in front of the Chinese theater looks so much better. Albeit Star Wars show was good. Yeah, the Star Wars show was cool, but you know, it was time to go. It was just, it had its time. So this is all part of Rise of the Resistance behind here. Behind all this rock work is part of the show area when they bring you out to board you onto the shuttle that takes you up into space. It's all part of the rock work behind there. So everything is sort of incorporated into Batuu. When you're here, you never know kind of what's lurking behind where. And I'll tell you, that initial reaction coming out when you see the Rey hologram and you're inside and it's dark, and then they bring you outside and that light hits you and you realize that this is more than just a ride, this is a complete experience. And they, you know, they herd you onto this space shuttle, and it's an amazing experience. I really hope you all get to come down here eventually and experience it for yourself. I mean, everything but Rise of the Resistance for sure. I always love walking through this marketplace just because the detail in here is unreal. I mean, this truly feels like you're walking through like Tatooine. This is where Luke would come to buy his power converters. Maybe he's got to get a part for the food hydrator. But just take time when you're through here to look at all the details. Anytime you're in Disney, look for the details, because that's what Disney does best. I mean, you just see all the panels. You know, you see all these Star Wars movies, and every time they get into a battle, what's the first thing that they do is they start laser blasting like panels and cameras and trying to take out all the power grids and all that stuff. So it's just all these little cool things that you see walking through here.
We're gonna have the rest of it.
You know, try not to get too encompassed with the crowds. It can get a little bottleneck sometimes, but you know, keep your eyes on the prize. Look around you. You're here for the experience, and you know, just take the mass groups of people as they come as part of the experience, I guess. But yeah, like these panels here. You know, you just kind of picture this getting blasted, or you know, they're trying to get in, they can't get in, and then R2 comes up and he puts his little computer arm in there and starts twisting it around and everything. So really a lot of cool stuff. You can buy your Jedi robes in here, all kinds of Jedi belts. And that's very cool. Look at that. You could actually wear that right now because there's a little bit of a breeze out there. It's kind of chilly. They got Padawan stuff in here. They got dark side. They got light side stuff. Whatever your taste is, whoever you think you are in the Force, you're going to find something. It's like just some Black Spire Outpost merch in here. It's a little crowded in there, so I won't get myself too engulfed inside there. Back here is where you can buy the little porgs and stuff. Kind of walk past that. That's awesome that they're little animated porgs. That's a lot of fun. Oh, and they got some creatures living in here as well. Oh, look at him. I'll take him home for Cammy. All kinds of creatures living through here. The crazy things at the Sand People ride. Got the Snow Beast, the Yeti or whatever that thing was that captured Luke. Got the Tauntauns over here. The Stormtroopers ride these on Tatooine. These are really cool, the Tauntauns. They really should sell these with one arm because, you know, Luke chops off that arm. Again, all the details above your head. Always keep your eyes open. They got cages and stuff up here. You never know the kind of stuff that might be living up in these cages, but they've captured the creatures that they sell here in the market. This is on Tatooine as well. I remember this guy is sitting there in the sand and it's like a frog and he sticks his tongue out and captures one of the little lizard things that are running around. Oh, I forget this guy's name, but with Jabba the Hutt, maybe his name's on here. Oh, I forget. The monkey lizard. Can't even say that name. Cower-Con. Just very cool stuff. You can just spend all day looking at all the cool stuff through here. Got the little speeder bikes up there. Of course, here's where you can get your Black Spire Outpost. These are so cool. What's that?
How are you doing today?
Pretty good. How are you?
Doing very well.
You allowed to take those on airplanes yet, or is that still a thing? Was that just a rumor?
That's just a rumor.
Yeah, okay.
If you need to go ahead and take them through intergalactic travel, it would just take the normal rules as like a liquid container.
Okay.
So if it's full, then you would want to check it, but if it's empty, then you can check it. Then you can take it in.
All right. Just check it with the first order and you're good to go.
Yeah. You know, so long as they go ahead and scan it and they say it's if they see it's empty, then you're able to go ahead and take it back on your interstellar travel.
Just make sure it's empty.
Yep.
That's a good tip.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Thank you. So there you go. You can take your pop bottle home with you, soda bottle, whatever you refer to it as. Just make sure that it is empty. Make sure you check it with the first order when you get to the starport, wherever you're traveling to. Or in our world, that would be the TSA, of course. Of course, they have the beast here, the Bronto beast that they're cooking over the jet engine fire. Of course, that jet engine looks like it's about to blast its way into oblivion. Doesn't look like it's too safe at all, but that's what Star Wars is all about. You know, what has been scavenged as far as parts and all that, who actually put this together. And they got the droid over here that's working it too. That's pretty much his entire existence, just turning these things on the spit. Yeah, you would think Flight of Passage is the best ride overall. I don't know, Rise of the Resistance is quite the experience. Oh, sorry about that, excuse me. All right, we'll let some of these people get ahead of me here so I'm not bumping shoulders with everyone.
I feel like the cantina is like,
Oh, yeah.
let's just go out. Where's that?
That foot. It's from the Great Movie Ride. The foot on the.
Here we go. You can kind of see the Millennium Falcon over everybody's heads as we approach it.
Toronto's Route.
And it truly does just give you that feeling, that overwhelming feeling. It's really beautiful.
Moi, je dirais voir la.
Take a quick look down at it here. 106-minute wait, or 105-minute wait for the Millennium Falcon ride right now. Johan, you do love Smuggler's Run over Flight of Passage. Well, you can wait 105 minutes to ride it right now, and the single rider line does not even look like it's open at the moment. It's not lit up. Yeah, look at the line. Yeah, go for it. Got the stormtroopers down there trying to keep some order. Yeah, you can see this line wraps all the way around, all the way back to there, and there's the end of the Smuggler's Run line. And then obviously once you get inside, you're wrapping all around inside as well. So yeah, that's every bit of 105 minutes that you're going to be waiting. But really worth it. I mean, you're in the cockpit of the Millennium Falcon. I mean, what better experience can you have than that? Johan, you were the engineer. You went in the single rider line. I think the full pre-show is better. Yeah, absolutely. You know, if you're going to experience the entire attraction, then definitely go for it. Then definitely, you know, go through the whole queue and everything, see everything that there is to see. And because you're right, you probably will get gunner or engineer if you go through the single rider line. When I did single rider as well, it was I was an engineer. You got a better chance of being the pilot if you go through the entire queue. Disney Laureate, it is pretty crowded today. It's not overwhelming. You know, just certain areas like this where you get a lot of people that congregate at one time. Kevin, is this considered busy, medium busy? I would consider this medium busy. This is not, you know, extremely busy by any means. You know, extremely busy is when, you know, you're shoulder to shoulder. You know, New Year's Eve fireworks. I remember standing on Main Street, USA for literally 6 hours, shoulder to shoulder, and not being able to move, just standing there for 6 hours. That's like really, really Disney busy. I see Ray over here. Looks like she's getting some pictures with some folks. That's cool that she's here to get pictures. She walks around too. You can interact with her. I've interacted with her on a few different occasions. And it's completely into character, you know. It's she'll talk about being here on Batu and talk about the resistance and everything. Try to wait till she comes around and get a good picture of her. So see, she'll stop and have conversations with you. Probably wondering what the furry beast is there. Something she's probably never seen on Jakku. That's a really good picture. Johan, you had to explain to her where Sweden was. Yeah, of course. You know, she's from a completely different planet, so. Kevin loving the golden retriever. Daniel, this cast member looks better than the real Ray. Yeah, she actually looks, she's doing a good job. Anthony, yeah, you got to come here and meet Ray. She's definitely always through here, so you can hear the rumbling behind me. The Millennium Falcon tries to start its engines, and then of course something always goes wrong and the engines fail, and you know, at some point Chewie's got to come out here with one of his wrenches and start pounding on it, and it's probably just a bad motivator. Look at how amazing that looks though, with the rock work and everything. It's just so cool how they made that illusion of the distance with the rocks and everything, just using the different colors and the textures and everything, and the different positioning of the rocks. It just makes it look like it goes for you know, ever back there. And it's really cool when you look at this from the outside, from the back. Those mountains, those pikes or those peaks are just built up on poles. So it's just the little tip of the mountain, and then it's like a pole that's just holding that mountain up. So just a little bit of the Disney magic that happens. You can see most of it when you're driving in. You can see the back and everything. So it's kind of cool once you get in here to see it all come together. Anthony, she is at Disneyland too. Always a long line here to get into Olga's Cantina. See, Barry, when is the 50th Walt Disney World anniversary going to happen? It all happens in 2021, October 1st. 1971 was the actual date, so October 1st, 2021 will be the actual 50th anniversary date. But they should have most of it, you know, occurring mid next year. You know, they'll start and it'll probably run for a year after that. They usually run anniversaries for about a year or so after the actual date. So, you know, you definitely still have time to come down here. You can see all the writing here on the back of the map that you get. There's a translation for any of the dialect, the alphabet that they have here, or you can go on the My Disney Experience app, and you can also do a lot of the translations for a lot of the stuff that they say here. So a lot of interaction that you can do. Disney Lori, have I heard anything about ticket prices increases in the fall? They generally do. I haven't personally heard anything about what they'll be. I know that my my annual pass increased. It was actually like literally right at the time I renewed my annual pass, they increased it on me. So I didn't even get to avoid the last increase, but they will keep increasing it. It's just all part of it. You see those distance shots that they do now, where they zoom in like really high in the sky and then it zooms in on you. This is where you do that here. You can see these folks over here standing against the wall. She's telling them to look up at these cameras that are positioned right on top of the building. You can see them right there. There's two cameras, and they actually do this really cool zoom shot. It looks like you're kind of floating in, and it zooms in on you really fast, and just a really cool shot. They have one at the Magic Kingdom as well, in front of the castle. Got the first order ship over here. So where you can buy all your Evil Empire stuff, your first order gear. Of course, who doesn't want to buy some Stormtrooper stuff, a Stormtrooper helmet? That's a really cool little set right there. I think that's for ages 3 and up, so I don't think I would be able to purchase that yet. I don't think I'm old enough. Got the TIE Fighters over here. My wife and my daughter actually got me this. I have that in my office. It's very cool. I love TIE Fighters. Excuse me. Pretty cool mugs. That's rubberized too. That's really nice. Got a good grip on it. This is all rubberized around here, so you can really get a good handle on that. That's $22.99. Full Stormtrooper gear in here. That's $6,615 if you'd like to give that a purchase. I'll take 2 of them, just put it on my Disney account. Join the 709th Legion, that's pretty cool. That's some really cool posters in here. Third of its kind. Thanks for the live stream, Rob. I will be at Walt Disney World in 10 days. Can't wait. I hope you have an amazing time here. The weather has just been really nice. A couple of days of rain here and there, but nothing too bad. It rained last night for my birthday, of course, but then you turn around today and it's just an absolutely perfect, gorgeous day. First Order stormtroopers trying to keep the peace over here. Either keep the peace or keep the people in line, whatever point of view you'd like to see it from.
Hello, citizen. We're on patrol.
It's just really cool how they just interact with the crowds and everything. It's like literally like you're being here in the Star Wars universe. People stop and get selfies with them. Just puts smiles on people's faces, you know, when you're through here. Just a very simple thing. Just the stormtroopers walking through here, but it just makes you feel really, really happy.
Vai lá para tirar uma foto sua.
Try to get through some of the people here. Another little bottleneck area.
First order. Be careful, citizen.
Try to get up on these stormtroopers here for a second.
Have you seen resistance activity here? There is resistance activity here. Have you seen anything suspicious? We're on patrol.
This kid doesn't care at all. He just wants his water.
Excellent.
Man, if I had a stormtrooper come up to me when I was 5 years old, I would
Eye
have
on you.
freaked out.
That is affirmative. That is affirmative. Staying safe out there. Careful, citizen. Someone might question your loyalty. Affirmative.
Someone might question your loyalty.
On your way. Keep it
I'm
moving.
afraid I'll get lost. I'll probably get lost.
It's always a lot of fun.
I'm impressed.
One moment, please. I'd like to know who's in charge here.
Andrew, you can buy your favorite rides on DVD. I hope to go to Disney World this year when I can afford to. Man, I miss Disney World. I hope you can get here too, my friend. I really do. And I really hope that these live streams kind of bring you a little bit closer. That's exactly why I come through here all the time, to bring that Disney joy to people who cannot be here, because I always knew what that felt like. Daniel, this park needs more shows. Yeah, I could probably agree with that. They have the Beauty and the Beast show. They have Little Mermaid, I guess is sort of a show. But yeah, kind of that Hollywood feel. You would think that, but you know, they're kind of transferring from that. They're going from that working studios feel that it was in the 90s, to where they had the live stage shows and they had all the productions here and everything, the animation, to more of just an IP now. They're bringing all the Pixar stuff in, the Star Wars stuff. So they've just changed sort of the footprint here from that working studios to more of a movie tribute sort of area, to where it's more rides and characters and things like that. So that's probably why, you know, you're seeing the lack of the shows. Disney Lori, thank you so much. Always thank you. $9.99 super chat from Disney Lori. Sorry I missed your birthday. Happy birthday, and thanks for the great live stream and bringing Disney to us. Have a great day. Always very generous of you, Disney Lori. I appreciate that so much. Hello, Buckeye Ken. Great to have you here. Again, you never know when you might need an R2 unit to get in there and try to talk to that computer. Usually R2 is in here. They have an actual working R2 unit, that R2-D2, that kind of rolls around in here sometimes to get pictures with him. This is cool to look up here too. You can see all the droid heads that they have stuck in the wall up there. This is where you might come to find some extra parts that you might need. like they got some, it's just puzzles. Looks like some hologram puzzles. Pretty cool hat, R2-D2 hat. Black Series action figures. Look at a hologram thing here. I don't know if this actually lights up. I guess they don't work right now. You probably got some batteries in there. Oh, there's one working right here. That's pretty neat. That would be cool on the desk. Usually get pretty crowded inside the little shops here. And of course, here we are in the droid factory. So this is where you come to build your BB-8 unit, your R2 unit, whatever you'd like to build. Very cool to see all the droid parts scattered all over the place. All the droid parts floating through the ceiling. Conveyor belt bringing them around. Everything gets recycled. This is where droids come to die and then be reborn again. So all the parts here come out on a conveyor belt. You walk through, you choose your part, you choose your body, and then you get your legs and whatever other apparatus you want to try to build your droid with. You put them into your little bin there. And there's cast members around that'll help you do that. And you kind of work your way over to the actual assembly system over here. They get your droid activated for you. Box them up. So you get them all put together, and they put them in the activation unit. Never ever forget to look up when you're at Disney. Always look up. So many details that they put above your head. Always remember to take the time to look at all the details. No matter where you're at in Disney, Galaxy's Edge, Toy Story Land, Magic Kingdom, any of the parks, any of the resorts. So many details around, even the garbage cans. You know, all the resorts, all the parks have themed garbage cans for the most part. You know, you never know what's actually part of the working systems here and what's just, you know, details that they put in here. And that's what makes it so cool. They can integrate all the different aspects of it. So you saw the grid, you kind of wonder what might be living up there. I mean, people live on Batuu, people live on Jakku and Tatooine and all that, and they live in these little huts and they live in these little dwellings and stuff like that. So never know what kind of alien creatures might be living in there. Never know what, you know, Jedi might be lurking about. Some young Padawan that's out there that's going to save the universe. Oh, guess who's coming? Look, look, look. It's Chewie. Hey, Chewie. That's so cool. I bet you he's heading to the Millennium Falcon. Sometimes you get the First Order stormtroopers that kind of lurk about up here as well. All right, time to move on. So we entered through the main entrance of Galaxy's Edge. So now we're going to wrap around the back, and this will take us right out into Toy Story Land. It's really awesome how both lands just join up. Makes it very easy to get from one to the other, so you don't have to exit and then walk all the way around to get to Toy Story Land. This makes just for a very simple, easy way to make your way around. Ultimately, I'm hoping that this is going to be one circular motion to get around the entire park, and that's going to include a lot of the new features that hopefully they're going to incorporate with a new Pixar land. I've talked about it for a long time now, that I believe that they're going to extend Toy Story Land all the way down to the new Cars attraction, down towards the Rock and Roller Coaster, through the animation courtyard, and just renovate that entire property and make it an entire Pixar land. Add the Monsters Inc. attraction, you know, shut down the Star Wars launch bay, turn that into a really cool simulated door factory ride, the end of Monsters Inc. when you're flying through and seeing all the doors and everything. I think that would be amazing there. And that would just make an entire circular motion all around the park. It would give great access to get around the entire park. As soon as they built Toy Story Land and I saw that, I'm like, you know what? This is going to open up. They're going to open up this to go all the way around. It just makes perfect sense to do it. So just like that, you leave the Planet of Batuu and you've landed in Andy's backyard. It's just that cool. Right here at the Alien Swirling Saucers. Got a 40-minute standby time for that. Got Buzz looking amazing in all his glory.
Welcome, fellow toys. Prepare for maximum fun.
Chris, they missed an opportunity to build a Dream Suite in Batuu. That would have been cool, but I think, you know, the ultimate goal is obviously they're building the spaceport, or the ship that's going to take you up into space, and you'll be able to stay, you know, on the new Star Wars hotel that they're building. That is the Dream Suites over there, and that's right behind. Literally, they're building it right behind in this area here, behind Hollywood Studios, behind Batuu. So those will be able to link up. Very easy to get access when you do stay in that hotel. Somebody said Star Trek instead of Star Wars. Uh-oh. Andrew, I hope they'll have a Disney after hours at the Disney Studios because Star Wars is so crowded. They will. Usually DVC does their after hours stuff here, so that would be a great time to definitely get your opportunity to come ride Rise of the Resistance. Sometimes I don't do words right. Here's the only restrooms in Toy Story Land here, built up with these Scrabble blocks over there. It's pretty cool. Got Slinky Dog towering over the landscape. I love how bright and colorful it is, especially when you transition from Batuu and you walk into here. It just hits you with this pop of color. You're in that really Pixar animated cartoon computer generated world, and it's just beautiful when you come in here. The colors are just amazing. And again, they've rethemed the trash cans to fit in Andy's backyard. They're actually made out of Lego bricks, kind of make it look like Lego bricks, which is really cool. Obviously, you wouldn't want to see a Star Wars trash can in Toy Story Land, so everything just always fits where it's supposed to be. Swirling Saucers, not sure if they're delayed here for a reason. I don't see them moving around. It's usually fun to watch them for a minute. Kevin, I'm heading here for my birthday this weekend. Thanks for the live stream, so I have an idea of what to expect. I'm so excited. Happy early birthday. Hope you have an amazing time. It's not going to be too bad. You're going to find your normal long wait times for a lot of the most popular attractions. But for the most part, you're going to find 30 and 40-minute wait times, standby times. This is one of my favorite rides. I love riding this. I love riding this with Cammie so much because right there when it flips you around, I always like to slide over into the seat and ram her into the side of the thing. She says she doesn't like it, but she always laughs when it happens. So much fun. It really does whip you around too. It's definitely not the teacups. It doesn't spin you around and around and around. It's more of a whipping motion. And right there, you really get a lot of that sort of G-force action when they whip you around. Definitely a lot of fun. Woody's Lunchbox, grilled sandwiches, grown-up drinks, ice cream floats, desserts, and kids' meals. And again, really cool details when you come through here.
No, that's good to know before we try. I tried it many times.
There's some of the food. There's the grilled cheese that. And what better place can you come? They have tater tots here. I mean, tater tots. It's so awesome. It's very cool here too. They have the animal crackers and the Baby Bell cheese up there. And then if you look, let me go over here. The benches, the seats are actually made out of the Baby Bell cheese as well. So Andy has chopped the cheese in half and made himself a little bench seat out of the Baby Bell cheeses. So they have different sandwiches here. They have the barbecue brisket melt, the grilled 3-cheese sandwich, which I've had, is really, really good. Smoked turkey sandwich. Looks like maybe some sort of a nacho there, or potato barrels. It's the they call them potato barrels, but they're tater tots. Corn chips, chili, and cheese. That sounds pretty amazing. Mini Baby Bell snack cheese, different kids meals, different desserts, seasonal chocolate hazelnut with Canadian bacon, or candied bacon. I can't see that far. I really need some new glasses, I'll tell you that.
Do you want me to go there?
Yeah, just a great little spot to come and get some good food. And again, you cannot beat tater tots. Any place that serves tater tots, definitely a thumbs up in my book. But all these gorgeous colors through here, and this all lights up at night as well. Andrew, I know I missed a great movie ride. It was a great ride to see the history of the movies. If you like Mickey Mouse, I probably will ride the new Mickey Mouse Railroad ride. I think everybody will. I mean, of course you're gonna ride it. It's gonna be a fun attraction. It's Mickey Mouse, so you gotta love Mickey Mouse. It is the new, crazy, wacky, animated Mickey Mouse. It's not the old school Mickey Mouse that I would personally prefer, but the ride itself is gonna be that wacky, zany kind of ride that needs that crazy animation. Great movie ride, was amazing. I wish it was still here. You know, I wish that they would build new attractions instead of taking away old attractions that are really, really personal to a lot of people. I guess Slinky Dog is not running. I have not seen Slinky run at all, so it must be down for some reason. So that's kind of a bummer if you're here. This is very, very popular. A lot of people love Slinky Dog. Yeah, I haven't seen him go by at all since I've been here.
I just have to give you my card.
Great picture over here with the Pixar bouncing ball. This does get pretty thick through here as far as crowds. Kind of narrows a little bit and everybody's coming in and out. It's definitely gotten a lot better since they've opened Galaxy's Edge and you can go all the way through. So now the crowd flow has improved dramatically through here. It really did bottleneck pretty heavy through here because there was only one way in and one way out. Woody and Jesse's over here. They had Bo Peep for a while. I don't know if she's still here or she's just not out here right now.
I guess my goddaughter because
Brian Bond, thank you so much, my friend. $25 super chat from Brian. I just saw it pop up here. Let me find your message there, my friend. Late birthday. Hope it was great. Thank you so much. Great birthday present. $25 super chat. I appreciate that very, very much. It was a great birthday. Even though it was cold and rainy last night, we made the best of it. Watched some awesome fireworks and had that Ohana bread pudding, which was a great birthday treat to have. But thank you so much, Brian. Very much appreciated. Jake Snakes, the breakfast bowl there is amazing. Oh, the breakfast bowl at Woody's. I have not seen that yet, but I bet you it would. If they use the tater tots in there, I bet you it is. If they put some eggs and stuff, that sounds pretty awesome. For 13 bucks, that's a pretty good deal. 85-minute standby time for Toy Story Mania. Andrew misses the old backlot tour here. Yes, that was another great one. That was way back in the day, back when you could see the Golden Girls house. Walt Disney's plane that they have here. Walt Disney's plane is actually still here on property. They do store it here on Disney property.
it was. We have to find the casket.
Got army men lurking in the bushes back here. Disney Glory, ride a coaster for your birthday. Any word on when you start the fast passes you can pay for? I do not know much about the pay for the fast passes. I did not hear anything about that actually. Is that true? Is that going to be part of the new tier system? I didn't read anything about that. This is where you can meet Buzz when he's out. Doesn't seem to be out right now. J.K. Robb is one of the great gentlemen in the business. I appreciate that so much. It really means a lot to me to hear that. Very, very kind words. Hey, there's Buzz over here. Maybe they switched it around. Maybe he's meeting over here now. All right, so there is the new restaurant that's being built. That looks like the facade for it. Looks like it's going to be built out of popsicle sticks or fenced or something like that. So behind here is where that new restaurant area is supposed to be. Definitely looks like they're making some progress. This used to be the old Toy Story Mania area back here, so
What about Woody?
not quite sure how they're going to incorporate the restaurant back there. There goes Buzz. To infinity and behind the fence. Excuse me. All right, so basically, again, I've talked about this many times for quite a long time coming here, is now all this behind the fence area here. You can see the old animation studios, the old animation courtyard back here. This is all like office space and stuff now. There's a parking area and stuff back here. So, you know, I'm wondering if, unless the restaurant is going to be on this side, if this building is the restaurant. I'm not 100% sure. This actually might be the restaurant. I do apologize. This might be the restaurant. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe you guys can check me on that. See, Woody and Jesse's coming by here. We'll let them come by real quick.
Woody! Jesse! You're not Jesse? Yeah, bye.
Disney Lori, I read that the Disney information site that they will be free, but you also, once you add fast passes, you can pay so you can get a better selection. Not sure if that will start, but they said they wanted to. I guess that would be a cool idea. Universal does something similar to that, where you can buy preferred passes. So, you know, if Disney goes to something like that, it wouldn't be out of the completely out of the realm of ordinary. So anyways, back to this. This basically goes all the way over to the Rock and Roller Coaster and to the new Cars attraction that they have over there down towards Sunset Boulevard, the Tower of Terror. So what better sense would it make than to open all this up so you can have one steady flow that would go through Galaxy's Edge, through Toy Story Land, and then all the way around the back end here, all the way to get down to the other side of Sunset Boulevard. You know, I think they made that Cars attraction on the opposite end for a reason, because eventually they are going to open this up. I think it's going to be a Pixar-themed area, a Pixar land. And again, these animation studios that can just become a housing unit for, again, an awesome simulator-type ride for Monsters, Inc. Take that Star Wars launch bay, recreate that, retheme that into a huge Monsters, Inc. area. You know, you can always put inside out. You can, an up attraction will be amazing as well. You know, if you put up, you know, kind of soaring, like a Soarin' style ride when you're flying in the house and everything, and you're soaring through the clouds and all that, how amazing would that be? And then I think they should take the Rock and Roller Coaster and retheme it. This is awesome, buzzing Woody. Hey guys! Hey Woody! Great to see you, cowboy. But take the, well, we got Buzz coming by now here too. These guys take preference over me yabbering away here, so. Hi Buzz! It's gotta be so difficult walking around like that. But anyways, all the way through down to Rock and Roller Coaster, retheme that to an Incredibles roller coaster attraction. I think that would be amazing as well. So you can have all the different Pixar properties, and then you can walk all the way through and not have to tangle your way through and make your way down through Hollywood Boulevard and past the Chinese Theater to get over to the animation courtyard and then over to Sunset Boulevard. It would just be one complete round circle that would make this park so incorporated and so amazing. It just makes perfect sense to do it, and it would be so cool to have those attractions in here. So many cool Pixar properties that they could bring through. So keep that in mind as we're walking. You know, imagine yourself being able to walk through, straight across over to the Tower of Terror area instead of doing what we're going to have to do here. Wow, this lady really likes her Mickey pretzels. That looks pretty amazing. I could probably eat all those. So basically, you got to walk your way through. You got to zigzag around. You're going to get yourself over to Sunset Boulevard, and it's just a real pain in the neck to navigate through Hollywood Studios in its current situation. You know, it's always been an oddly laid out park. It's not that beautiful, you know, wheel and spokes that the Magic Kingdom. Walt Disney was so brilliant when he came up with that, you know, that spoked wheel, perfect layout for a park. I mean, you can just make your way around so easily. You can branch off into any of the lands. Epcot is laid out pretty well as well. Hollywood Studios, you've just always had this issue to where there's so many dead ends, there's so many walls, you gotta turn, you gotta back yourself out. Just all kinds of craziness. You got the Incredibles area down here. Take a quick look down here. There's not much. You can meet Edna Mode down here. Let's see, churros, Mickey pretzels. Joffrey's Coffee. I don't know if they still did Num Num cookies here or not. They had them for a while. Maybe they discontinued them. Yeah, I just see the drinks and the Mickey pretzel and churros. That's kind of a bummer. Restroom area over here. Back before Toy Story Land was open, this used to be the old facade for Toy Story Mania. This used to be the entrance over here. So now they moved it into Toy Story Land, which was great. And this is all just the Incredibles area through here now. You can get all kinds of cool Incredible stuff, Pixar stuff. So they've got Monsters, Inc. Of course, they have the Onward stuff that they're pushing now. Onward looks like it's going to be pretty fun as well. You got some very cool Monsters, Inc. socks over there. Check those out. That's really great with your heel is in the monster mouth there. That's really cool.
Baby girl doesn't play with stuff like she's
Ah, here we go. Maybe this is the nom nom section. There it is. $5.79 for the Num Num cookie. There they are in there. Look at those. Those look really delicious. So good. And then Edna Mode. This is where you can meet Edna over here. Got some great selfie walls back here as well. Just a 15-minute wait for Edna. That's pretty cool. She's open from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. So you can't beat that. Nice little area that you can come spend a little bit of time in. All right, let's make our way. And this is a good example right here. So you have a wall, you know, you have to dead end and now you have to make your way back out. Look, you got got the little baby going through the wall there. Why can't I remember? Jack. Can't remember his name there for a second. Get my copyright strike there for that song playing in the background. It's always great walking through some of these areas. You get one little glimpse of a song and then boom, you get a copyright strike. But hey, things happen. It's all part of the park experience. Love all the different music and all the different vibes that they create when you walk through the different areas of all the parks. Disney is so good at creating atmosphere with smells and sounds, music and sights, even textures, everything. I mean, all your senses
Oh my goodness.
come into play when you're in Disney World. They're masters at bringing all your senses as part of the experience. So a little preview of Onward here. You can meet Sully in here as well. This is One Man's Dream. This is the Walt Disney Museum through here. This is definitely one of my favorite places to be in all of Walt Disney World. I love it so much through there, and I really hope if they do extend any of this down through here that they do not take away One Man's Dream. I'd be very disappointed if they took that out. You need that tribute to Walt Disney, you know, when you come through here. That's a whole video in itself to go through that. I've gone through there many times. You know, they could retheme some of the Disney Junior stuff to some Pixar related things. You know, personally, I think they wouldn't have to, you know, mess with this so much if they were to take the launch bay and make that into the Monsters Inc. attraction. You could leave a lot of this untouched up here. You know, I'd hate to have this completely revamped. I really do love the Little Mermaid attraction. This has always been one of my favorites as well. Obviously, it's pretty dated with the lasers and stuff in there, but it's just such an immersive show. And of course, you have the live Ariel in there singing, which is always really cool.
Where we are going. That's where we just came from.
It's pretty busy down through here. All the Disney Junior stuff is always popular down through here. You know, I don't know. I would really hate to see some of this Disney Junior stuff go as well. My daughter loved this stuff. It's very popular. So I would say to try to leave this as much as possible and just, you know, you can see the animation building still back there. Those are the top of them. So you're coming through from Toy Story Land, which was over in this direction here, coming all through the back area, and it cuts straight across down to the end of Sunset Boulevard, down towards the Rock and Roller Coaster. In fact, you can see, you get around here, you can see the top of the rock and roller coaster. You can see the building right there, the Go Away Blue. So make this into Monsters Inc. and then continue on over to the Incredicoaster. And then you have the Cars Land all the way at the very end. And then you can leave, hey, how are you? You can leave Disney Junior the same. You can leave everything. How are you? Everybody putting their mugs in my camera. It's always fun. So what do you guys think of that? Jared, where was the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire play located? I believe that was where the Frozen sing-along was. I think it was in there for a while. Then they had American Idol in there. I'm not 100% sure if that was where it was or not. Maybe it could have been, I'm trying to remember, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? That was back in the 90s. Maybe late, no, that was late 2000 or early 2000s, I think was that. See, I'm just trying to catch up on some comments here. Kevin, what price would you pay for a Fast Pass? Well, depending on what that Fast Pass would entail, you know, I would like to see, I think it would be smart to add another tier to like the annual passes, to where you could buy, you know, you have your Platinum Pass and your Platinum Plus, which Platinum Plus is the top tier right now. If you add another tier on top of that, to where your annual pass would get you privileges for Fast Passes, I think that would be something that I would pay a premium for. You know, as an annual pass holder, I would have, you know, like first preference for Fast Passes, or be able to have additional Fast Passes, those kind of things. As far as just coming to the park and paying, you know, $50 to get an extra Fast Pass for that day, personally, I don't think I would like to do something like that. Now, people who are here on vacation probably would do something like that. You're here for 2 or 3 days. Of course, you know, you can pay an extra $50 to get yourself a few extra Fast Passes. People are probably going to do that. It just didn't make sense for me to do that as an annual pass holder or somebody who lives here. So it kind of all depends on your situation when you're through here. You know, it'd be worth it for a lot of situations. But, you know, I think for annual pass holders, to add another tier on would be a very smart thing to do. I would pay that premium tier level to have some extra access like that. So like I said, we have to zigzag our way back around. We're back on Hollywood Boulevard right now. There's the Chinese Theater. So you got to make your way back around to Sunset Boulevard and then head down towards the Tower of Terror, and it dead ends again down there. And then you have to make your way back. So best case scenario again would be to come through Toy Story Land, come back through all this back area through here, all the old animation studios and everything, and cut all the way down towards the Rock and Roller Coaster, and it would cut out all of this dead end traffic, all of this backtracking. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love walking through Hollywood Studios. Anywhere you go, there's always really cool stuff, and it always keeps you in the feel, in the emotion, in that feeling that you're in the 20s, 30s, 40s, whatever this era would be. I mean, look at that cast member in the white tux and everything. That's really cool. So Hollywood Brown Derby. Never actually eaten here. Definitely should at some point. I heard the food is really, really good inside there. Really good steaks. Out of all the times that I've come here, I've never eaten at the Hollywood Brown Derby, as crazy as that sounds. Still love the penny machines. Somebody had actually said this when I did the Fort Wilderness, I forget who said this, but somebody said they should put credit card things on the coin machines now, and there it is. There's your credit card, so you no longer have to carry around your 50 cents. All you need is your penny now, it looks like. Or does it even provide that? No penny, no problem to supply the penny. Well, come on. So you can either insert your dollar bill, or on this side, $1 for one slide each. Turn the handle clockwise, choose your design, slide the credit card, wait 5 seconds, then turn the handle, keep cranking until your coin drops in the dish below. So they're actually providing the penny for you as well. So I'm sure they got nice new shiny pennies in there. But yeah, they have the credit card unit right on the front of the coin machines now. Or you can just go to the ATM here and you can take out your cash and do it. But I remember carrying around pockets full of quarters. I remember back in the 25th anniversary when they had the quarter machines. They were the 25th anniversary quarter machines, and it would cost $1. You'd have to put $1 in quarters, and then you'd have to add an extra quarter, and then your quarter would be crushed. So it would be like a silver coin that would be coming out. And I had the whole set from back in the 25th anniversary. All the Disney characters and stuff, and they all had 25th anniversary on them. So that was really cool. That was something I haven't seen before. It's always been the penny machine still. Dreamfinder Millionaire was behind the Great Movie Ride on Mickey Avenue, roughly where Pixar Place and the front entrance to Midway Mania is today. Okay, yeah, that's kind of what I, back, trying to think. Was it back? Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, because what was in the where the Frozen sing-along is now? That was American Idol, and then I think wasn't that the Drew Carey? Didn't Drew Carey have some sort of a show at one point in there as well? Lori French, we ate at the Brown Derby several years ago. It was pricey, but tasty food. Yeah, it is definitely pricey, but I heard the food is really, really good. Fulton's Crab House was another one, back when it was Fulton's over in Disney Springs. That was pricey as well, but they had really outstanding food in there. Dave says good Cobb salad there. Tim, why is Disney so crowded this week? Has spring break already started? No, not spring break as of yet. Disney really does not have down periods anymore. It's just, this is really not too terribly crowded for Disney. You know, you used to be able to say that you would come, you know, after Christmas, the crowds would die down, which they do. I mean, they significantly do die down from the holidays. You know, during the fall, it gets a little better. But just for the most part, there's so many people coming to Disney World anymore that you just don't have those lag periods that you used to have, especially back in like the 80s and 90s, when you could really come here and really found some really down times where there'd be nobody here. Which, you know, Disney has to make a profit. You know, they want to keep the doors open. They want to keep making all these amazing attractions and coming up with this. I mean, Rise of the Resistance probably isn't cheap by any means. Making these lands isn't cheap. So, you know, they have to have a lot of people coming through here. You know, the more people that come through here, you know, the more attractions and stuff they're able to do. Yeah, it does seem like they completely invest back into everything, invest back in the parks, invest back into the properties and all that. So we can be thankful for that. Again, all this would be behind here. You can see, again, some of the animation studios. This would all be Pixar behind here. So Sunset Boulevard wouldn't be touched. You would just have the Pixar area that would be back behind all this. Tower of Terror would remain the same. And all the Disney balloons coming out. So again, just through there you can see the top of the Rock and Roller Coaster building. Behind all this fenced area, all Pixar. and you'd be making your circle, you'd be walking back through here instead of having to come all the way down Sunset Boulevard and then backtracking. The entrance to Fantasmic is over here. One of the coolest Disney shows for sure is Fantasmic. If you've never seen Fantasmic, it is well worth going to see. I mean, just seeing Maleficent come out there as the dragon and watching Mickey Mouse battle her with his mighty sword and everything and taking her down is just an incredible Disney moment, and it looks so amazing seeing it, so huge, and the explosions and the fire and the fireworks, and just, it's so beautiful. So imagine yourself, you know, you've walked from Toy Story Land and you've walked through the Pixar land, and now you're coming out this way and you're making your circle back towards the front of the park, and you could cross right over and back into Galaxy's Edge again, and you're completely making a full circle all the way around Hollywood Studios. And imagine the Incredibles here. It says always been a pretty cool facade over here. I'm a guitar player. I grew up as a guitar player, so of course I love the Fender Stratocaster over here. 105-minute standby time for Rock and Roller Coaster. So right here, all this would open up. Get a good look. So again, there is the other side of the office buildings, the animation studios, all that. So straight as the crows fly would be straight across into Toy Story Land. You'd be coming through this area. You'd exit right through here and come right on into Sunset Boulevard. You'd have your Pixar area here, Incredibles, and then of course you'd have your Cars attraction down here at the very end. I mean, it just makes so much sense. Why would they put the Cars attraction here? Why would they kind of put, you know, just on the outskirts here? It just seems like, you know, they're trying to bookend Toy Story and then Cars and then create the rest of the Pixar land within the confines of both of these areas. Let me know what you guys think. I'm sure you're commenting on it and I'm just not paying attention, but let me get a spot here. I'll try to read some of the comments. I actually do like this attraction. I got a really good video. I took some time doing this video on the opening day. Opening day, I went through like 5 or 6 times and shot all different kinds of angles. So if you look at my video for the Racing Academy, it's a multi-angle, multi-shot video that I did, and it's really, really well done. I think personally, I put a lot of work into that, so go and watch that. I think you'll really enjoy it if you haven't seen the show. It's a great way to watch it. A lot of close-ups on stuff and a lot of different angles, and it's just a lot of fun. Jared, what would you think that the new Guardians of the Galaxy attraction at Epcot use the old Universe of Energy trackless system and vehicles, or totally redesigned? Guardians of the Galaxy is completely redesigned. The Ellen vehicles, the Ellen Universe of Energy is done. It's a roller coaster. It's just a complete, huge, fast launching roller coaster. So the ride system that Ellen once was is totally gone, and it's just going to be a thrill ride, a thrill attraction roller coaster. Disney Lori, anyone know when 220 Space Restaurant opens in Epcot? It's supposed to open in December, then they pushed it to January, and now I think March is the last I've heard. You know, it's just kind of one of those things where I think it's just going to open. They're going to give a little bit of notice, and it'll just open. You can see this is the actual ride building for the Rock and Roller Coaster back there. Felix, we just bought our tickets yesterday for Orlando. Awesome. Hope to see you in April. Absolutely, my friend. Definitely got to get together in April. David, the Drew Carey Sound Theater. That's right. Jared, it was Drew Carey before the American Idol experience. I do remember that. Those were some good old days. Let's see here, just trying to read some of these comments. Weston Holmes, thank you for the happy birthday. Follow the Bradley's fun, great to have you here. Fast passes at Disney World are and will remain free for the foreseeable future. There you go, I think he would know for sure. And thank you for the happy birthday. Yes, follow Bradley's fun. It is. It's a little chilly today. I think it's a perfect day. I think it's beautiful. It's like in the 60s and blue skies, and there's a breeze, so it just feels really, really good coming through here. Anthony, Andy. I did not see Andy through there, so you never see Andy in Andy's backyard. Culinary Disney. Disney buys Fox, but first becomes FX. Let's see. Okay, I think I'm catching up here now. A lot of comments coming in. Mike is coming back in 2021. Perfect time to come. You're going to see all that great 50th anniversary stuff. Jared, coaster, didn't think there was space for that. They've created, if you've seen any of the videos through there, any of my live videos or anybody's videos, they basically have created a building very similar to what you see right here, the Rock and Roller Coaster building. It's that same blue color, and it is a huge, huge building that sits behind the old Universe of Energy, and that is going to house the interior portion of the coaster for Guardians of the Galaxy. So, yes, indeed. They are building that giant coaster there. A giant building is there. It was an eyesore when they were building it. I was very disappointed, but it is that blue color now. It actually does blend in fairly well to the background. So I don't hate it as much. You know, it's a whole nother topic that I can get on forever as far as putting the Guardians over there in Epcot. I think it's just forcing an IP over into the Epcot area there. I don't think Guardians of the Galaxy really belongs over there. It doesn't have anything to do with innovation or you know, the future, how we can make the world a better place, which was all Walt's envisioning for Epcot. You know, it's just it's an IP, it's a roller coaster. It's the Guardians of the Galaxy. It's just probably a lot of fun. I would rather see something, you know, innovative going in there. You know, I guess you could look at it as the technology that they're using is very innovative and things like that, but I think they're forcing a lot of the IPs into the different parks, which, you know, it's something you have to do. Again, it's about keeping people happy. It's keeping people coming here. You know, if you gotta take some things that I may not appreciate that, you know, a lot of other people do appreciate, that's just, that's fine with me, as long as they keep making amazing things and they keep the Disney magic going, and I can come and enjoy Disney World every day. You know, they want to put Guardians of the Galaxy in the center of Epcot. More power. I think Guardians would have been a great addition here somewhere, but overall I think the Pixar product is going to really overtake. So you're going to have the Star Wars IP through here, and you're going to have the Pixar IP through here as well. Happy birthday. And I was a little bummed last night. I had my birthday pin on, although it was only for a couple hours when I was at the Polynesian, but nobody said happy birthday to me with my happy birthday pin. Everybody did on the stream, obviously, and I'm very much appreciated for that. But like none of the cast members or nobody said, hey, happy birthday. I was kind of bummed. Look at that. Now there's a lot of people. And this, again, this is what you have. Look at all these people crammed on Sunset Boulevard here because, you know, half of these people are coming in and half of the people are going out because it just dead ends. There's nowhere to go. Imagine all these people, imagine the flow of traffic being able to go around the entire park. This would really, really fan out and be a lot easier to get through a lot of these crowds. Maybe it's just a pipe dream, but it just seems very, very, what's the word I'm looking for? Very, very convenient that they put the Cars attraction over on that opposite end. Again, Toy Story and Cars are going to bookend, I believe, that Pixar land that's going to be through there. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Modeling Disney. As a self-proclaimed Disneyland historian, it was a fantastic move on their part to make all the lands in the park connect, except Toontown and Critter Country. Opening day at Disneyland was full of dead ends. See? That's and that's one thing, surprisingly enough, when they built Hollywood Studios, I'm really surprised that they went with the model that they did because it was all dead ends in here. And you would think that they would learn from Disneyland and they would take the model of, you know, the Magic Kingdom and see how well that model actually works and why they'd want people to bottleneck into dead end so much into this park was really beyond me. You know, it did circle around a little bit back when they had the backstage tour and everything. You could circle around back when they had the Honey, I Shrunk the Kids playland back there, and you could go through the Avenue of the Stars and the Osborne Lights. Oh, bring back the Osborne Lights, please. It was so amazing, the Osborne Lights. Felix, thank you for the happy birthday. Jeremy, it looks crowded. It just kind of looks that way. I mean, it is crowded. There are some pretty long wait times, but it's not overwhelming in any way. It just, you know, when you look down Sunset Boulevard and you see all those people, it does look like a sea of people, but you can see I pretty much just walked through there with no problem. I didn't stop or have to wait for anybody, so it's not as crowded as it sort of appears to be. So here we go, back in the start. This is where we started from. Hollywood Boulevard, crossroads to the world. Kind of one of those feelings of where it all began when Walt Disney first made his way to Hollywood, made that first trip there, took the train ride, put all his dreams on the line, invested everything he had into moving to California and making his dreams come true and just creating the most incredible experience probably in this entire world. I mean, you really can't compare Disney as an overall experience to anything else in the world. I mean, you have amazing cities. You have Vegas, you have New York, you have Paris, and you have Rome and history and all this stuff. But as a destination, as an overall company, so many entities throughout the entire world. I mean, there's nothing that compares to Disney. It all comes back to the Walt Disney himself and the genius and the imagination and the inspiration of Walt Disney just resonates through everything. And he was just an amazing man. Definitely one of my biggest heroes, one of my biggest idols and inspirations through my life. And I'm sure he's that way for most people. But just very thankful that he existed and that he was able to leave all these incredible things for us to enjoy. So there it is, Mickey and Minnie coming next week, March 4th. Hopefully we'll get an opportunity to get on there and ride it, and we'll give you, we'll do a video of the first experience going through and natural reactions and all that. It's always a lot of fun. I'm sure there'll be a ton of videos out there for everybody to enjoy, but mine will be the best, at least in my own opinion, and hopefully in yours too. So looking forward to that. So let me turn this around real quick, get the good backdrop. There we go, Chinese Theater. It's awesome to see all this open. It's just really cool to stand here. It just feels a lot better standing here right now. That beautiful view, the Chinese Theater behind me, is just worth $1 million. Trust me, it is. If you're just coming on, sorry, we are ending the stream now. We've been walking around for about 2 hours now and just had a lot of fun. So thank you again for the super chats, Disney Lori, Brian. Thank you for those generous super chats. Yesterday, thanks for all the happy birthdays today and everything. I really had a great time with you guys and hope you're enjoying this. Definitely going to be doing a lot more here coming up in the near future over the next weeks. Like I said, we'll be back here for the opening of this Mickey and Minnie behind me as well. So visit passporttotheparks.com. Follow me on all the social media. I really need some love over on Instagram and Twitter, Facebook, all that great stuff. Going to start posting there. I'm also thinking about Patreon, doing some special bonus stuff and doing some things like for my house and some things with Cammie and stuff on Patreon. Just curious to know what you guys would think about that, if you would be into, if I were to do something on Patreon, you pay a couple bucks or whatever to see that kind of stuff. So just something I'm looking at. Maybe, maybe not, we'll see. Other than that, you guys have a great day, and we'll talk to you very, very soon. Bye-bye.